Solo tarp camping today with the absolutely huge Pomoly Ultralight Wolf Den Tarp, which should keep us extremely covered from the elements. We've not got long before the skies open up this afternoon, so we need to get our tarp up first and foremost. Using the Soliniag 50-litre hunting pack. It's a good couple of years old now, but it's still going strong, and especially for the price. With this pack being just thrown about, overloaded, full to the brim, left open to the elements for £40, it's still going. I always found Soliniag makes that good quality gear, especially for the price. Always, always, always have some waterproof in the top of your pack. Camping is great until you get wet. It's getting dark. So we always want to have ourselves a good angle on our tarp that allows that water to run off. What we don't want is any puddling. The weight of the water is going to affect the configuration itself, but not only that, even more detrimental, that water may penetrate through the tarp material and then it'll be raining under the tarp. So we always want to give ourselves that good runoff. Speaking of which, is ever so slightly just starting to rain now, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we always have some type of waterproof at the top of the pack. With our tarp up, that's our first form of defense against the elements, but you should never rely on one piece of kit. You always want to have a backup, a secondary form of defense. And here I am preaching, but what I've gone and done is left a Bivvy Bag. And this is where multi-use kit comes into play. The USMC Field Tarp that was going to be my ground sheet is now going to be a Bivvy Bag. So what we have running along the edge of our USMC Field Tarp are poppers. You simply connect them and we have our Bivvy Bag. There we have our USMC Field Tarp Bivvy. So with it being a tad bit colder in the evenings now, or winter well on the way, I've begun to pair up our climate sleeping pad with a German Army folding mat. The reason for this is the climate is excellent for the warmer months. Come the colder months, it doesn't perform too well. And so by using that German Army folding mat, it prevents that cold from rising up into the sleeping pad. Therefore, as opposed to going to buy one of those extra expensive, great R-value sleeping pads, we just cheap out and buy a foam mat and put the climate on top of it, or something else like that, like the German Army folding mat. Can't be spending all that money on sleeping pads, not in this economy. So camp is set up and the coffee has been had. We're gonna go and collect some firewood right now for our little one Tigris wood stove. Daylight is beating us a little bit, so we want to be moving. Of course we could be collecting firewood at night, but it's not as fun. There's a lot coming down today as well. Since I've been in the woods, there's been a couple of branches crack and come off, good sized ones as well, so shouldn't be too much of an effort collecting this firewood. Another benefit of having such a huge tarp is just the sheer amount of room under here. I can put my firewood under here, so when the rain does come throughout the night, it's still going to be dry for the morning. We've got our fire cooking right now, so we're going to get some food on shortly. Nice and simple today, just some noodles. It is that proper camping food, noodles. I've got the water on the fire. Once it's boiling, we shove these in. 3 minutes later, we're eating. So dinner's done. No rain, even though it was forecast. We know how that story goes. The wind is supposed to be picking up throughout the night now, so and the acorns are just bombing down, hitting the tarp, bow, bow, bow. It's one of those funny things where it gets so quiet. An acorn dropping, it's just loud, especially when it's striking the top of the tarp. So I'm going to chill out now, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. So we're warmed up, we've had our coffee, but what I'm doing right now is I'm on the search for something that's really going to wake us up. Good old Birch Polypore. I had a cup of this the other day and my god was it bitter. I harvested one mushroom, cut half for the tea, took the other half to dry for future use. So we're going to harvest another mushroom and then make a drink with it, talk about some of the medicinal properties. If only it tasted like it smelled. So what we want to do is get that mushroom, that water simmering. We don't want to be boiling because boiling could destroy the medicinal properties of it. And if we're going to be drinking something that's quite frankly pretty rank, at least let's get some benefits of it. So for anyone who doesn't know about the medicinal properties of the Birch Polypore mushroom, it's a very anti-mushroom. I'm talking antiseptic, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, antifungal. It's full of all that good stuff, and I'm just recently getting over a cold, and it's very good for the immune system, so hopefully it will give us a boost. Well, bottoms up. Cheers. Oh, super bad, but super good. So that brings us to the end of another solo camp. Gonna start clearing down, clearing up, and get out of here. I'll see you guys at Halloween. The rider points his camera direction.
What the f*** are you doing?